Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So today we are going to be watching a video from Donald Trump and his administration in the background parts of it, and him talking about babies of slaves. That's what he said. So I want to know what he means by that. So we're about to see what he means by that. Doobie doobie doo. That is so funny, man. That is funny as crap. What he mean by the 26th? Wait. Hold up for a second. Where's my phone? My other phone. Hold up, y'all. Fiddlesticks. Is it downstairs? It's not downstairs. It's at Let's see. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to cut this. I have to cut this real quick. I'll be right back, okay? So I'll be back on here. I just gotta go downstairs. Where's the keys? Okay, y'all. I got my keys. I never put it over here. I was like, what the hell? Okay, okay. I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. I probably don't got nobody on here. I needed that phone. Sorry about that. Sorry. I needed that phone. Um, it usually I put my keys on the couch or on the table, and I have no need to go to the back portion of my computer. And so today I actually put them on the keyboard, and I didn't know I put it on the keyboard. I was walking around, kept going place to place, trying to figure out where I left them, and come to find out they were on the keyboard, which I try to play when I can. But anyway, we're in the 21st century. So Trump has been in the 20th. He's been he it's like he was the chosen one because he's been here for a whole century almost. Think about it. He's been here for almost a whole century. So yeah, let's continue. Don't ever go to Fiverr. I went there and it's just crazy. Yeah, like I feel like books persuade, I want to speak on that. If you had, like, for instance, when a child lives in the projects and it hears the same rap music, he or she hears the same rap music, she will go out and buy rap music, and she or he will start getting into rap music. If that's all you have around you, that then that's what. Not to say rap music is bad, but certain rap music is bad. You got um I don't want to start naming people, but they talk about killing and fighting and stuff, like it's not cool. For a child to be listening to that, a child will be influenced and sit up there and do it. Like they'll sit up there and look at a video. So yeah. Or the music video may seem like dark, but they continue to watch it, and then they start getting into marijuana because they talking about marijuana in their stuff, and then start getting into cocaine, or I don't want to say the names of drugs, I'm just saying in general, but they it's just sad. You have a transgender book and a 5-year-old look at it, and they probably will say, this looks fun. This looks fun because it's colorful. It's colorful. I have no problem with the LGBT community. I just have a problem with certain things that goes on in the community. I don't want to sit up there and I have no problem. Like I don't sit up there and talk junk about them. What is right is what is right in my case, because they are human. I don't want to affect, unless they affect me. That the only person they're affecting is right now was Donald Trump. But I haven't seen nobody get mad at me because I talk junk, or I talked about them. You know, um, I I feel like boys playing in girls sports is wrong. I feel like they should be all female and not male, because there are, male is always stronger than a female, and its sex chromosome isn't going to change, which means who that person is doesn't really change, only physically, a little bit by science, but not a lot. So, yeah. And then they would sit up there and be running, and they'll have the strength to pass it, on it'd be easier to pass it on the women's team, because the girl team basically, they have minimum requirements for women, but it be challenging, but it's not challenging to a male, going for a female. And I don't know what else he's speaking of. I think it is transgender don't get surgery or something. um I don't know about that. I i i guess it's good. I don't think he said transgender not getting no surgery. I think he said children or something. Let's go back and see what he said. Oh, I would have to go way back. Hold on. Um, he said something about what he's trying to do for transgender. Whatever he says, I'm with, but I don't sit up there and bash the LGBT. They have a big event coming up here, and I hope that they have fun. But other than that, I agree with everything Donald Trump. And I'm not saying that just to be, close to his administration. I'm saying that because um, I want to make sure that I am clear that um, I'm not the type to sit up there and try to get over on people because um, I have nothing else to lose with, you know, um, spreading how I feel about the president. I have nothing else to lose. I've blocked people. I've done things that I usually wouldn't do to show my loyalty to his administration, and I want to continue to show my loyalty. I've been doing it since 2016, 2017, but I've been on the video chats since 2020, and I would never go like against what he have to say. What he have to say, he is trying to make, you know, America more healthier and more better, more richer, more powerful. Um, and he's doing that. He's doing that. And I'm not stop. I'm not saying nothing against what he says because there's always a reason. He got intel. He got intel. It's not like he doesn't have intel. He has intel. Intel that tells him what could happen in the future, and somehow they don't know what's going on in the future, but they tell him, what could futuristic, why would they not know if they can't tell the future? If they can't tell the future, why is it that, you know I don't know, like, if aliens can, I don't know, I don't want to get into that, but they give them intel, intel on different things of where our lives would be if a future event happens, how it will be with the LGBT in the future, how it would be with different things for the future in the future. And he's changing each of them, with laws and stuff, that's coming through the Supreme Court. And he he's doing a lot of good stuff. This is going down in history, like, seriously. Every week is something new. Every week is something new with him. You can't blink. You can't take a break for a day or two because you're going to miss something on the news. And that rhymes, but I'm being honest. You blink and you miss something on the news about him. How can he keep up with that at an old age as he is now? Like, I don't know, man. He was built for to be president, and I don't know. I I I believe in supernatural things. With all this technology out here with I believe in supernatural things. I believe that there's small gods and then there's an ultimate God. I believe that, and these gods, some of them are idol and some of them aren't. And he's been here nearly a century, so he's been able to see. There were others like him, but he was able to see what would happen. He's been saying Iran doesn't need a nuclear weapon since he is way before he got into presidency. It's way before he got into presidency. So, you know, he it they mess with all this Area 51, make new science, and then there's science, private sectors and science buildings that working on drugs other than just cancer and mental health and all that. They're working on other drugs, you never know, man. And these scientists have to register with the state and probably federally in order to do that, to be able to see what kind of drugs can be out there. So, you know, and if they register federally, that means that the federal government at any time has a right to come there and see what they are doing. Sort of like one of them movies like Dragonfly. They come in and he's standing there at the picture, and then they was like, where's this guy? And he comes out of the picture. Yeah, so if you want to look that good, on Dragonfly, he sat up there, he wanted to look good in a picture stance, and but back to the subject, like, you never know what these drugs can do for people. you know, like drugs that'll be out there for the future. They probably got drugs that'll be out there for the future on ice. You wonder what would these drugs be? Really, drugs that can help with your memory even better than before. Drugs that can help. Hold on for a second, y'all. My Sorry, somebody was knocking on the door from Ziply Fiber. Somebody was from Ziply Fiber. They got that commercial out right now with the black lady, white guy, and the little mixed kid. He doesn't look mixed, but he is mixed. So yeah, they sat up there and It was a great commercial. So anyway, let's get started. Um, yeah, man, like we would never know about it. We would never know. So let's continue. I think AI is telling. I don't want to say it. Oh, I don't want to say it. I don't want to get booted off of TikTok. If it was me, I would run AI to the best of my ability. It wouldn't just be with, Wi-Fi and different channels, because we get counted on how many channels we go to. Like our thumbprint is in the computers that we like. It's just so cool, man. It's just so cool. Once the computers came out with a camera, it's like your thumbprint. Once you started going through the internet, that was like your thumbprint, man. On And you don't go to many things. People don't go to many sites. They just go to Facebook and whatever. And there's many other sites out there, and you can't get to them all. You can't get all those websites in one, unless you're AI. And AI, one over the one over infinite, one over infinite means that it's it's a number. It's a number. It can be counted. It can be counted. If there was a one over infinite, it I believe it can be counted, because infinite is something that opens over and over and over. It just keeps going over and over and over. It just keeps going. Infinite. It's too many numbers to recognize, and it goes on. But there's always a number. There's always a number, and as much as the these people can take, I I just say that there's always a number. There's always a number. And since there's always a number, there's ways for infinite to not be infinite. Infinite means we can't count all the numbers because we just don't have that data. We just don't have that data to count every number that's infinite. I think, if there was an infinite amount of me's out there, let's say me, that means that I would be infinite. I would be forever. I would be eternal spiritually. Oh yeah, the transgender, but I already talked about that. And these judges have to look up stuff. They talk amongst each other and they have to look up the laws based on, beyond what a lawyer can look up. These Supreme Court judges, they look up books based on, similarities of what has happened in the past, and then they set the tone for the future. And they're fair, like in the Egyptian times, they used to weigh your heart when you die to see if it weighs good or bad. Um, that is Orion's belt. I don't want to talk about that though. I do, but I don't. Somebody Trump 2028. Oh man, I can't wait to hear what you got to say. Okay. I don't mean to cut it short. I'm gonna be back on here today, but I have one important thing that I have to do where I leave out. So, that is important. I can say I have to get my semi-glutide shot. So, yeah. Um, they usually I get it on Sunday, but what happened was I uh didn't want to. I wanted to get it on Tuesday, but when I came on Wednesday, I forgot about Tuesday and then came on Wednesday, and then they said that they having electrical problems and they they'll be open on Friday. So yeah, let me get off of here because I haven't taken it in a while, and now like eating like crazy. But I'm still 182. So I'm getting down there. Down, down, down. So yeah. Thank y'all, and I'll be back on here a little later. Bye.
Never waste my time, you all I want.